First, the top headlines. MPTC and Forest Department observed one Mahotsav plants several saplings. CME on Hemophilia Update 2025 conducted today at RIMS Hospital. A one-day basic firefighting training program for city police personnel. Churchanpur Maita United Committee CMUC announces to temporarily suspend their ongoing agitation which began on 3rd July. Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System all set to observe 10th death anniversary of Robin Hood on 8th July. Hello and welcome to ELITETV English News. You're watching 6 p.m. Prime Time Bulletin and this is Dr. Aleza giving you news in detail. As a part of the observation of One Mahotsav, Manipur Police Training Center, Pangai and Manipur Forest Department today jointly planted several tree saplings in and around the fire range of MPTC campus. MPTC Director Sorokhaibam Gautam appealed to all to plant saplings as a part of their duty. The observation, which was held on the theme of Plant Tree, Sap Tree, was attended by Central Forest Division IFS DFO Bikram Suresh Nadhe, Manipur Police Training College MPTC Pangai Director Sorokhaibam Gautam, MPTC Assistant Director A. Ganashyam, MPTC Training and QM Assistant Director Victoria Yankom, Assistant Director Outdoor NP Manjit, and Assistant Director Indoor Abdul Kalam. Speaking during today's event, MPTC Director Sorokhaibam Gautam expressed that it is important we impart the knowledge of the present environmental crisis and problems faced by today's people to our future younger generations. He added that as a duty to save the future of our younger generations, we must plant a tree for the betterment of our environment. He continued that when we all make planting trees as a part of our habit, then we can easily combat the climate change to a great extent.
Ngasi masalah buriba ising isaugi problem sabe hikalapagi problem se akhoina thengnaga lakko problem se me amse krai degi no habida one of the main factor is depletion of forest u kakhatpa forest anthapdagi yam chaw factor amane aduna masi me amse kabai tawduna khoina overcome tawdagi sangsar sida khoi poe akhoina akhogi tungna la hawgada level lakadaba isa issue singi khoi ke dogudaga tage da it's a duty for us.
Department of Transfusion Medicine RIMS Imphal, Department of Medicine RIMS Imphal and Hemophilia Society Imphal, Manipur today jointly conducted CME on Hemophilia Update 2025 program at RIMS Jubilee Hall. RIMS Director Professor J. Sunil Kumar has expressed that hemophilia involves complex processes in diagnosis and treatment and added that it required cumulative support of all to treat such people suffering from hemophilia. The event has also been attended by Department of Transfusion Medicine RIMS Imphal former HOD, organizing chairperson Professor Retired A. Maina Singh, RIMS Hospital Medical Superintendent Professor N. Sanjeev Singh, RIMS Academic Dean Professor L. Rajesh Singh, and NHM SNO State Blood Cell NHM Manipur Dr. L. Dayalakshmi Devi. Speaking further during the event, RIMS Director Professor J. Sunil Kumar Sharma stated that providing awareness on how to take proper care of patients suffering from hemophilia by parents and caretakers is also essential, which will be beneficial in the treatment process.
But as mentioned by our SNO that we are giving free treatment for those registered sort of patients. So our job is to reach to those last man in the queue, those maybe underprivileged or maybe not aware of whether they can be registered by the socialized state and get a free treatment. Institutions like RIMS Impal and also we have Jennings and other two more medical colleges, so we are having now 4 of them, have a critical role to play in bridging the gaps, not just through patient care, but also through capacity building, public health education, and training of healthcare professionals.
Manipur Fire Service and City Police today conducted a one-day basic firefighting training program for the city police personnel. During today's training program, Manipur Fire Service Director L. Nabachandra has expressed that basic knowledge on firefighting is essential for all and it will be helpful in preventing drastic incidences resulting from fire. Today's training program was attended by Manipur Fire Service Director L. Nabachandra, City Police Station Officer in charge Namai Rapam Gokul and Fire Service Station Officer K. H. Churachandra. Speaking during today's basic firefighting training program, Manipur Fire Service Director L. Nabachandra further expressed that it is the cumulative duty of all sections of the general public to extend help and combat any unwanted incidences of natural calamity or incidences of fire. He also stressed that urgent or emergency situation can come up anytime, and it is imperative that personnel of Manipur Fire Service and Police Department extend all forms of support and cooperation when incidences of fire or other natural calamities occur. He added that such cooperation will also help in getting more trust and faith of the general public.
Anytime for prayer. Aduna, I see we washing the children now, open the hairpony, which will training them at all, and young Canada live jump on the rock. But fire service keep questioning Katana, they don't assume they are woman.
Churachandpur Maita United Committee CMUC today, during a press meet held at the Manipur Press Club, has announced to temporarily suspend their ongoing agitation, which began on 3rd of this month. Putting forth a 6-point demand, CMUC co-convener Naba Ningthaujam has expressed that a temporary suspension has come following the assurance given by Chief Secretary Manipur to convert into action 3 out of the 6 demands at the earliest. Addressing media persons, Naba Ningthaujam further stated that the 3 points include resettlement of all internally displaced persons in their native places latest by the month of December 2025. Secondly, the construction of prefabricated temporary shelter for the IDPs shall be completed within 2 months' time. And third, opening of an office at the Bishnupur DC complex solely for the purpose of documentation of Meitei residents of Churachandpur district. He, however, cautioned that if the remaining 3 demands are also not fulfilled within this month, they will continue with their agitations afresh.
Champur miyam punna mamangda koi meeting pham matungda 13 March 2025 point mari yawa memorandum ama governor amadi chief secretary de pisan jare adigi matungda 21st April 2025 ta amuka hanna pisan jare point ni yawa punna point taru mase ekoina governor masamak hathing nanu unare adigi matungda chief secretary masamak hathing nanu unar matungda ekoida thajaba pirakpadagi thabak oina onthorokani haina ekoina ngai bese matham pirakpadagi haukiba June ki tam kun taru English ngani ga kun manga da reminder oina amuka pisalaba matungda ekoina ultimatum ultimatum Hajarame.
Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System JCLPS has announced that preparations are all set for the observation of 10th death anniversary of Robin Hood on 8th of this month at Awaching of Imphal East District. JCLPS has appealed to all to take part in the annual event. During interaction with media persons at the Awaching, JCLPS co-convener MD Khairiuddin Shah Mojing Mayum expressed that the Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System does not support or agree with the 2000 2019 state government's ILP rules and regulations. He stressed that the base year of state government is 1961, while JC ILPS has been demanding to fix the base year as 1951. He further highlighted that required memorandums have already been submitted to the concerned authorities to refix the base year as 1951. He continued that observation of that anniversary of pioneer Robin Hood is not only to offer floral tributes, but is also a reminder of the activities and works that are being taken up for a future generation by the JCILPS. He further appealed to all CSOs, clubs and stakeholders to support the demands and agitations put forward by the JCILPS, which is working for the safety of our future generation.
Howjik Wiriba Manipur government Pongiba rules sida ILP JCILPS na masi yadi government 1961 oibani aikoina 1951 haibani 51 si howudagi howna ngasi phawba demand tawri makoina gadget thokpa matam da so aikoi masi yaningdi haidana aikoina memorandum kaya mu pisin khre aduga matam gi lakpa duda aduga loinana aikoina ngasi Robin Hood ki 10 suba death anniversary tawri bisi karigino hairagati lai katpa khaktuna value nate taseng badi masi tungdo lakaduriba mirul singi damakta aikoina khallaga JCILPS na khallaga masi magi ngasigi mongpham sida masigumna JCILPS ki taliba demand singche hojik maya yaudaba kaigumna government thammi bese aikoina di sufficient oide pendabanina masi issue sida aikoigi lairiba laibak sigi CSO sing padagi public punamanga amaktang masi mapung phana demand na se mapung phana bagi aikoi matam bi sinjarakani.
On the other hand, JCILPS Women Wing Convener Kasham Ombi Kumudini also expressed that this year, JCILPS have not been able to observe the 10th death anniversary of pioneer Robin Hood, who laid down his life for the cause of continuity of Meitei community, and expressed that people from far and near should come forward and take part in the observation, which will serve as a beacon of our never-ending demands for the protection of the indigenous communities in the state.
Akoina ngasi sathajariba tawribasi lamjing maira ichaibo isu haibatare Robin Hood ki damakta pangthu ibasi jahi leptana pangthok jara ibasi tararak suba phangsal sida akoi laibak miam haibadi Manipur ireisa sida arapa amasung anakpa thibidana sigi 8 July se mipong khuding mangna ne lay manam katpa hay mana amasung ama katpada saruk yabiu kumsi se matam si nungju thaga oibane aduna function se akoi chathajararoi lay oi na katpa sida Manipur miyamgi anakpa amasung arapa thidana civil society haibadi club maira khuding mangna ne isa ibo Robin Hood ki lay katpa function la sida saruk yabiu haiba appeal sim so tawjaningi.
RPR Tuwale Manipur State Unit Vice President Sapam Kangleipal Meitei has expressed that after confirmation from the Tribal Affairs and Health Department that there is no official records of Gwaltabi Kuki village, complaints have been lodged with the Secretary of Land Resources Department, Government of Manipur, to take up appropriate actions as per the law of the land against those involved who are involved in trying to convert the Gwaltabi village to a Kuki village. The statement has been made today during a press meet held at the Manipur Press Club. Addressing the media persons, Sapam Kangleipal Meitei further stated that following the violent clashes that erupted on 3rd May 2023, Meitei villagers from Gwaltabi area had fled to safe places. Taking this opportunity, Kuki militants have unlawfully tried to rename the Gwaltabi village as Gwaltabi Kuki village. After this incident, RTI had been filed with the concerned authorities to seek the truth behind the records of Gwaltabi Kuki village. He added that in response to the RTI application, the Tribal Affairs and Health Department have informed that there is no official record of Gwaltabi Kuki village. Upon confirmation from the concerned authorities, Gwaltabi Village Development Committee Paradise Club Gwaltabi and Gwaltabi Mera Paibi had jointly filed a complaint report with the Secretary of Land Resources Department, Government of Manipur, to book the culprits involved in renaming of the Gwaltabi village. Sapamcha Kangleipal had also returned a formal complaint in this regard with the concerned authorities, he added.
Lanjemana Club Mayam Sing said, Tinkang Tona Hanjalakani Havada, a great Gwaltabi Suno, the Soidana Hanjalakani Havadi, Koida, Hazabadu, Amukana, Koida, Lazy, Honor Biriba Mayam Sing State, a quite Tagat for Fondopse, at the Soidanamukisu, a quite Madu, Namboy, you have often say a quite Marila and Simses, Tanzari, Loina, Hayang, I quite a Changla Manipuri. Lemai Sray the Gwaltabi Pulko, Kampul Lama, when the Kanmagam Nana Bonas of the dog, Madugi Tato, they could change of any, I quit the Chung Javani, Aduna, Matunta, Padasu, Gwaltabi Pul Kananaba, Yamapanda Sonba, missing Amzadaba, Uzi Kanana Honamutanda, Manipuri Lady Bamyamna, Mate Pambu, I welcome see Masigi Press, Kick Tang the Man, the Tundan of Welcome.
Manipur's former Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today felicitated Ningthaujam Ajit Singh from Kangabokul-Lakpa Mamang Leikai of Thawal District, who is one of the 12 selected deputy directors for receiving assistance under the scheme of Ministry of Labour and Employment, Directorate General of Employment. N. Biren Singh expressed that UPSC selected officers from Manipur must work sincerely to serve the people of Manipur with dedication. It may be mentioned that Ningthaujam Ajit Singh is the son of Ningthaujam Lal Babu and Ningthaujam Ongbi Bhanu Devi and is currently serving as Research Officer Planning under Ministry of Donor Silong. Now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Saina Institute of Medical Science na merit yengaga admission free da seat marfu khatlagani hariba kudong chaba asi merit entrance test ama pangthoklaba matungda makhoi result adugi merit list yenglaga kudong chaba asi pijagadabani makada pijariba course khudimaki student tara selection tawjagani diploma in pharmacy 2 years course, diploma in laboratory 2 years course, diploma in dialysis 2 years course, GNM nursing 3 years course, diploma in operation 2 years course, diploma in ECG 2 years course, diploma in sterilization 2 years course, diploma in radiology, ultrasound, MRI, X-ray, CT scan 2 years course khudimaki BSc natraga MSc khudong chaba legani hariba course khudimak entrance test asida merit list ta top tara fawada yauraba singna khudong chaba asi fangbigadabani maram aduna khudong chaba asi lobinaba hotnabiu form thaba hujare ngasimak lakpiduna porompat SBI gi opposite leiva Saina of Medical Science office tagi form lobiu last date of form submission lakliba July tarada oijagani akupa marol gidamak Saina Institute of Medical Science ta lakpiduna kanabiu.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau ba contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur di ihan hanbo oina wedding set laibi ba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ke gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre booking to biduna khudong jaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina bagi damakta sangai pro do laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro.
Welcome back. Now moving on to the news. Amid growing speculation over Prime Minister Narendra Modi's possible visit to Manipur later this month, Chief Secretary P.K. Singh on Friday clarified that the state government has not received any official communication regarding such a plan. Speaking to reporters on the sidelines of a program in Imphal, Singh responded to media queries saying that they are not aware of any such plans. Expectation is there but nothing has come as of now. This statement comes even as some media outlets reported that 2 high-level meetings were recently held, one chaired by Union Home Secretary Govind Mohan and another by Governor Aleza, where discussions allegedly included preparations for a potential visit by the Prime Minister. Reports also suggested that security forces have been alerted about the possibility. The Prime Minister has not visited Manipur since ethnic unrest erupted in the state in May 2023, making any prospective visit politically significant. However, as of now, no official confirmation has been received by the state administration. Medis Shija Store's new outlet that will provide availability of home-style frozen foods for the general masses has been opened today at Moirangkhom Bazaar by Manipur Government's Horticulture and Soil Conservation Department's Director K. Devadatta Sharma. The newly opened outlet will cater to the needs of providing seasonal vegetables and other food items around the year, even in their off-season period. Speaking to media persons during today's inaugural function, Medis Shija proprietor Naujam Sudhir expressed that the farmers and agriculturists of the state face tremendous hardships in selling their vegetables, fruits and other food items during times of flood and heavy rainfall, which result in destruction of the items to a huge scale. Shija is trying to help these local farmers by sorting out which items, vegetables or fruits can be stored as frozen items, which will be later made available to the local masses. He added that Shija currently offers frozen cabbage, cauliflower, bean tree seeds as well. Speaking during the event, Manipur Government's Horticulture and Soil Conservation Department's Director K. Devadatta Sharma stated that we all need to support our people and must encourage such new ideas which will be helpful in solving the problem of scarcity of food items in food sector of the state. He added that this new facility will make seasonal vegetables and other food items available throughout the year. He further highlighted that Manipur annually loses 40% of fruits post-harvest and 20 to 30% of vegetables post-harvest. Such huge losses of food items can be easily tackled with this new facility of Shija, he added.
Mahugsadagi masagi self motivate tawraga anova technology usallatna lamdam sidaita chawkhatnaba hotnabada farmer singi mateng pangna hotnabada achoba role loba inaw amani manam ngasi tawriba thabak sina tasengna farmer singi farmer producer company amadi lamdam sida leiba farmer singna matam matamgi puthora iba potsing si ahenba puthorpa singsi sahi chuppa phangannabagi pandam mamata aduga masi sahi chuppa phanganba ngamba adungba thong ama soina oirgani haiba unit asi picture abasu chawthorpa matamda Manipur gi pothokta ahena puthokpa tang matangi season gi matungina aduga season loiragana phangdaba sigumba potsing chahi chupa phangba amadi farmer singna yongham leitadna kangaungna dana mangdna samna hairabada perishable fruits ta akoida hojik 40% mukki changsi post harvest losses haidra Tamam sabong khandaba adagi marketing gi thoglakpa matamda marketing phajana tobu ngamdana 40% muksin mangibani.
Tribal communities in Manipur's Tamenglong and Churachandpur district are witnessing a transformation through the Dharti Aba Janjatiya Utkars Abhiyan, a central government initiative aimed at bridging the gap between tribal citizens and essential welfare services. According to the official statement, over 20 government departments converge to provide health cards, PM Kishan benefits, Jan Dhan accounts, Aadhaar updates, Ayushman Bharat enrollment, and scholarships all under one roof. The campaign is part of the larger Janjatiya Gaurav Varsh mission under the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Locals who previously had to travel long distances through hilly terrain now access government schemes right at their doorstep. Elders, women and farmers all lined up to receive services they had long been eligible for but were unable to access. The initiative not only connects policy to the people but also honors tribal identity and ensures dignity in service delivery. Special attention was given to particularly vulnerable tribal groups with additional support and tailored services. Pakistan's former Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has said that his country had no objection to extraditing individuals of concern to India as a confidence-building measure, as long as New Delhi showed willingness to cooperate in the process. Mr. Bilawal, the chairman of the Pakistan People's Party, made the comments in an interview with Al Jazeera on Friday, July 4, 2005, while responding to a question about extraditing Lashkar-e-Taiba Chief Hafiz Saeed and Jaish-e-Mohammed Chief Masood Azhar as possible concessions and good faith gestures to India, Dawn newspaper reported. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. MPTC and Forest Department observes one Mahotsav plants several saplings. CME on Hemophilia Update 2005 conducted today at RIMS Hospital. A one-day specific firefighting training program for city police personnel conducted. Churchanpur Maita United Committee announces to temporarily suspend their ongoing agitation, which began on 3rd July. Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System set to observe 10th death anniversary of Robin Hood on 8th July. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching.